what you realise very quickly is that most businesses are deeply dysfunctional. And also that they're doing horrific damage through this dysfunctionality to the planet and to other people. And yet there's something good about business. What I came to realise was that the fundamental business model is one of redistributing wealth from the population and the environment to a few senior executives and shareholders. And the problem with that, well, there are quite a few problems with that model, but one of the problems with it is it's not very motivating. I didn't work in any companies that weren't dysfunctional. I mean, they were all pursuing this model. I mean, in the movie The Corporation, it's described as being psychopathic, and I think it's probably fairly accurate. Yeah, I mean, it's normal. That's what companies do. There are companies that aren't like that, and this is what inspired me. So having had a career in all of this, feeling this separation between who I am and what I was doing, between my identity and my role, feeling this huge tension really sort of ripping me apart, and constantly having this sense of white noise going on in my head as the clamour of the sort of conversation inside me argued with what I was doing. I decided that I was never going to compromise my values again. You know, you wouldn't employ someone to be an artist just because they'd been on a course. You'd want them to have some talent. You'd want it to be something that they cared about or believed in. And this is what we do in our businesses. You know, we create these businesses to fulfill whatever function, simply to redistribute wealth. So the real purpose of the business is the redistribution of wealth, whether they happen to be designing packaging or creating advertising or manufacturing widgets or whatever they happen to be doing. That's not their real purpose. Their real purpose is redistributing wealth. And we all end up in these jobs in them, which aren't ours. There was another group of businesses that were operating on a different level that existed to do something positive. Rather than simply redistributing wealth, they had a purpose. And what that purpose did was make them better businesses. So I started researching these businesses. So if you look at a company like Yo Valley Organics, for example, they are the fourth largest yogurt producer in the UK. They spend £750,000 a year on marketing. And the biggest yogurt producer in the UK is Muller. And they spend £40 million a year on marketing. So they spend, so Yo Valley have 6% of the UK yogurt market, and Muller have 36% of the UK yogurt market. So Muller spend 80 times as much money, 80 times as much money to sell 6 times as much product. You have to question the business model. What you get with these authentic businesses is people who are passionate, people who care, people who are working in tune with who they are. And of course, when people are passionate and they care and they're working in tune with who they are, they're better. They're better at it. They're better at their jobs. And these businesses are much happier businesses, much more pleasant places to be, even with a factory making yogurt. Not only are the people inside the business more motivated, more inspired, more creative than they would be in another business, but the customers are more motivated. So the customers are out there selling for you because they care about what you're doing. The suppliers want to help you because they care about what you're doing. If you make your purpose something wonderful, something inspiring, something that connects with other people, something that other people want to support, life is far easier, and you still get the money, probably more of the money, and you do something worthwhile, and you feel happy in yourself. I think increasingly chief executives, senior management are looking at what their meaning is. Why are they? Why did they end up in that role? What are they going to do about it? And I think they're increasingly dissatisfied with the answer that it's simply about transferring wealth from one place to another. I did a workshop for a major UK media business, and they decided, this is coming from the ground up. This is not some management team deciding what the vision for a business is. This is the people, the workers. They decided, and the management altogether, they decided that the purpose of their business was to inspire people to do good things. That's what they decided. They've taken all of this passion and energy that they feel for this, because this came from them, this wasn't imposed from somewhere else. They've taken all of this energy and this permission that they've got to pursue their passion through their work into their workplace, and they've used it to create new products, to reinforce the brand, to work with new members of the team that they hadn't worked with before, to work in different ways that they hadn't worked before, to sell in different ways to clients, to sell from the heart to their clients, to sell with passion and energy rather than just with numbers and figures. It is transforming their business. It's just about deciding that you're not prepared to work that way again and getting on with it and saying, no, I want to be passionate about my work. I want to do the stuff I care about. And maybe you need to get some people together and say, look, how do we do this? How do we make it happen? But it's eminently doable. Do you think that what you are doing today is going to lead to happiness and fulfillment? And if not, how long are you prepared to keep doing it for?